Hey folks, today is very, very special for the next 2 weeks. And what 2 weeks we're talking about? Well, it's not too long ago we were at Rockaway Beach here in Queens, New York. We're going to take a look at a two-part performance of Rockin for Autism. It's great, we raised money for it, and it's very, very special. And coming up, our co-host and hostess, Jon Kiebon, and her daughter Gail, will be helping us all throughout the show. And we'll hear some performances from them, Blac Rabbits, and Flora, Midwood. It's all coming up today. So stay with us from Rockaway Beach here in New York City. I'm Ron Rondon, and this is Road Trip.
For almost 7 years, I was behind the internet microphone. Weekend host of #1 sports show, Sports Fans.
That's why you can't dance, my friend. He's crazy now.
Since 2008, as a regular member of the Rockaway.
And this season we're family born. I'm Ron Rondon, and this is Rockin.
Hey there, hi there, holder. Welcome to another edition of Road Trip. Thank you for taking off another weekend with us. I'm Ron Rondon. The show is on every Friday night from 11:30 to midnight. And again, Friday morning, if you're waking up that early, from 4:30 until 5 a.m. here at Rockaway Beach. Today, we're taking off our special 2 weeks. That's right, 2 weeks of specials that we're talking about Rockin for Autism. And what it's all is about. Well, the guy next to me is the man who helped us and be responsible for this whole thing these last couple of weeks. And I'm talking about Jammin, Jon Kiebon. He's going to be with us for the whole 2 weeks of shows. Jammin, welcome aboard.
Hey Ron, yes, that's me. I am Jammin Jon.
Yes. Well, this one time, no, we know him for over almost 30 years. We know each other back then, and we're having a good time watching him perform. He had bands last one ago like Rockaway Beach, one of them.
We go back a ways, yes, back to Brooklyn days, right? And Project Object was one of my early bands. Before it, after it broke up, that name got used by a prominent Frank Zappa tribute band, actually. And I even have the shirt to identify myself. I am Jammin Jon. Don't get confused. This is not Lindsey Nelson with Ralph Kiner and Bob Murphy at Big Beautiful Shea Stadium in Flushing Park, New York. It's Ron Rondon, live at Rockaway Beach.
That's very nice.
My place. Yes.
So, now you have like a great organization that you've done for a lot of the community and helping the community grow here in a great place, Rockaway Beach, New York. And that is Rockin for Autism.
Yes, Rockin for Autism, or Jammin Jon's Rockin for Autism is, I'm sure I'm not the first one to come up with or figure out, something Rockin for Autism, which is musicians, basically rock musicians getting together to benefit, people on the spectrum, people, children primarily, young adults with autism, but came up with it in 2012. I put together a show which was Rockin for Autism right across the street from where I live, where I think you'll see some footage later. On June 30, 2012, we had local bands from Rockaway, so we were friends of mine, and that was about 3 months before Superstorm Sandy hit Rockaway. So, and I put on a few. I didn't do any for a couple of years after that, and started up with it again, maybe around 2016, 17, 18, and putting together a couple of events. We've done it 3 years in a row in April, which is Autism Awareness Month.
That's right.
And of course, the reason it's of course it's close to my heart is someone who I think is going to say hello and you'll meet shortly, Gail.
And she's good. Well, that's why you can see her later in the show and at the next week as well. So it's very nice. And throughout the show today, we're going to show you how you can donate to help people with autism. Because like I said before, and we said this a number of times, more than 1 in 150 people infected with autism, and this is going to be a lot of it. And we got some great performers, and we got two of the best we got here. For example, we got Blac performing.
Blac Rabbit, yes, that's BLACRABBIT, and they're two twin brothers, kind of like identical twins, or the closest it gets, right? The Taylor brothers, Raheem and Miri, and they're from Brooklyn originally also, like a lot of people from Rockaway, but they've been out in Rockaway Beach for a number of years. I met them, I think they were, maybe 16 or 17, and their story is very much on the rise. They're known as the Twin Buskers, kind of discovered and went viral in the subway playing Beatles songs.
Yeah, and they were featured, and they were also featured on the Ellen Show back then. And they made their appearance, and they're fantastic. They're gonna perform a little bit later.
I knew them when, and they actually backed me up. They play instruments, bass and drums in a band where I'm the singer, which is rather funny.
Well, wait till
I'm not the best singer in the band.
Well, wait till see it today in the show.
Yeah.
Oh, but we start, and of course we can see them performing the jam session just before the end of the show. But we have enough. But we're going to begin today with a young lady who is your neighbor. Her name is Flora.
Oh, Flora Midwood?
Flora, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's going to be her performance.
To start off, yeah.
Yes. Flora Midwood, who is my next door neighbor, and she's a very talented, like a singer-songwriter. And you enjoy it.
Take a look. Here's Flora Midwood to start us off right here on Rockaway.
My cell phone number and John's cell phone number. Hey, pretty. And the number of the restaurant where we're going to be. And oh, I've left you my pager number too, just in case, because you never know. John, you have the gift?
The odds of a babysitter calling
Now, listen, I also told the
911,
neighbors that you were gonna
1
be
in
here, so if
1400.
anything should happen, please don't hesitate to
The odds
call
of a child
back,
being
okay?
diagnosed with
Bye,
autism,
sweetie pie.
1 in 150. You know the odds of autism. Now learn the signs. Go to autismspeaks.org.
1, 2, 3, 4. Well, she was just 17, and you know what I mean. And the way she looked was way beyond compare. Alright, how could I dance with another? Oh, and I saw her sad rain. Well, she looked at me, and I could see that before too long I fell in love with her. Alright, she wouldn't dance with another. Oh, and I saw her sad and red. Well, my heart went boom when I crossed that road, and I held her hand in my heat. Wow! Oh, we danced through the night, and we held each other tight. And before too long, I fell in love with her. Alright, she wouldn't dance with another. Oh, and I saw her sad and rain. Well, since I saw her sad and rain. Yeah, well, since I saw her sad and rain.
Sunday is Fun Day on Brooklyn Free Speech 3. Come on down and join the fun as the game show block party moves to Sundays. The game show block party, Sundays on Brooklyn Free Speech, Channel 3.
Man, she's good. Right? Yeah. Guitar sounds sweet. I was looking up when I get my homework. I'm no, right. Right. I have one. I was just reading it. Everything was like. Put it at the front. I came in with yeah, but I don't
The autumn leaves and I would move. The autumn leaves of red and gold. The summer nice guy.
Two families facing autism. One family has health insurance regulated by a state that doesn't let insurers discriminate.
Hey Jason, come play.
Jason gets the help he needs. Jack's family has health insurance regulated by Congress. He doesn't. All children who need medical care deserve the same coverage. It's time Congress ended health insurance discrimination. Call Speaker Pelosi and Leader Reid and tell them health reform that fails to stop autism insurance discrimination is unacceptable.
Everyone, Alexander Friedman from Alexander Live, your host, and today I'm going to show you a special treat. I want you to all rejoin me on my new time slot, also on a day and channel. Alexander Live will be premiering Saturdays at 3:30 p.m. on Verizon for 42, Optimum 67, RCN 82, and Spectrum 1995. So keep watching more Alexander Lab for the hot live hacks, science experiments, and all the things you can think of.
Alright folks, I hate to do this for everybody because of We have so much more music coming up here, and it's only 30 minutes, unfortunately. But we gotta end it here on a sad note for the day. But don't worry, folks. We will have part 2 right here next week at 167 hours, 31 minutes and 15 seconds from right now. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna keep John hostage for the next week or so.
You mean there was so much music and everything that it's got to be continued?
That's right. Next week.
Okay, with Black Rabbit and
Flora,
Jammin, Jon,
and more with Flora, Midwood.
Right.
So we have a whole shebang here next week. So
Psychedelic Tornado.
I gotta hear that. This is the one we're gonna be hearing at the end of the day, at the end of our show right now here. But don't forget, 1 week today, part 2. Do not visit. Don't forget to visit autismspeaks.org for more information on what you just saw today. Donate wherever you can.
Oh, well, I don't sanction Autism Speaks, actually.
No, this is for the people in the commercial. Yeah, we'll tell the people in the commercial we aired that earlier. So it'll be very good. But anyway, so check us out. More information. Check out John on YouTube, as a matter of fact.
All right, yeah, you can Google a search Jammin, as the shirt says.
Yeah.
Jon. It's John without an H, and jamming without the G. I kind of like the Bob Marley spelling. It kind of, this is my running joke. It really has nothing to do with music. You'll see that when you hear me. I'm just always in some sort of a jam. Jamming, John.
That's going to be great. So check it out on the video. And next week, Gail will join us next week right here. Here to help us hold the second part. So it's going to be a great show next week, so I hope you join us then. And don't forget to please join us tomorrow. Watch tomorrow on this channel for Alexander's Lab. Saturday at 3:30. He's got some more good surprises for you. Game show block party. Sunday, 12:30 until 1 p.m. The encore next Saturday at 1 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. on Brooklyn 3C3. And Melissa Gordon's great show on Honeybee. WFDU FM HD2, go to WFDU.FM. I
love FDU.
Yeah, WFDU. Fantastic.
Bailey Dickinson, you?
That's it. Lodi, beautiful place up there. And she got her show every week as we did the 70s, 80s. Red carpet. You'll love her. She's featured, by the way, she's featured on YouTube also.
It's a great run, down. I would be remiss if I didn't do that.
I know. All right, folks. We'll see you right here, 167 hours, 31 minutes, 15 seconds from right now, or next Friday morning, 4:30 to 5:30, right here in Brooklyn 361. For Jammin, Jon Kiebon, I'm Ron Rodden. Thanks for joining us. Keep the faith as always. So long, bye, blondes. And here they are performing as we take us off the air. It's Jammin Jon. That's the Table of Psychedelic. See you next week.
Rockaway Beach.
Autism.
My discontent, girl, the summer came and went. City full of fear and crime. What the fuck is happening in our time? I read the papers and watch TV. It's hard to laugh at what I see. Innocent mongrels rule us all, answering only the Satan's call. Million different stories they've all told, just like puppet fair, funk and soul. Kid from the west who pulls the strings, claims he's a prophet of the day. No place to turn to, nowhere to run to, no place to hide, nowhere. To the left now, to the right now. Look at the take a look around and see pages of evil men in higher places. Lusting for power, they're so to say. Live in the sins and the death of hate. Prayer for the homeless, a prayer for the sick. Got a new plans of sin. How many times must we hear their lies? Standing at the prison line. We're gonna serve them in just as what a man. Don't you trust cut that one short. We'll get Nicholas on the drums, and this is the last number before the Black Rabbit will hopefully come back.
Road Trip is a Ron Yon video production.
This is Don Wilson saying good night.